What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Angling Scotland channel and to another fly tying tutorial. My name's Sean from Southside Fly Fishing, and the fly that I'm going to tie for you today is a simple black marabou streamer that I'm tying on a size 10 jig hook. Okay guys, so I'm tying this fly on a size 10 partridge. It's an SUJ barbless jig hook. And I've added a 4mm slotted tungsten bead in a nice hot orange colour, which gives me a nice hot spot at the head of the fly, and is also going to be really effective at helping me to get the fly down in the water column. Now, jig hooks, you've probably seen lots and lots of flies tied on jig hooks on this channel as well as elsewhere on social media, YouTube and Instagram. But they're not just for nymphs, they can work incredibly well for a whole range of different flies. And I'm using, I'm tying a streamer today, a really nice kind of simple streamer which is very versatile and very effective in a lot of different situations. And it's definitely aided by, or it's definitely improved by being tied on a jig hook for a couple of reasons. The first one is that you get fantastic articulation from a jig hook because of the way in which the bead sits at the top of the fly. And the other advantage, of course, is that they sit with the point of the hook facing upwards, so you can fish them close to the bottom on nice slow drifts or nice slow retrieves if you're fishing in still water, and you can be confident that, especially with a barbless hook, you're going to foul on the bottom far less often than you would if you were using like a standard long shank lure hook. So the tail for this fly is black marabou, and I'm just going to pinch off a wee bit here. Okay, so I've got a good wee pinch of marabou there. I'm just going to roll it in my fingers and wet it slightly. Now for the length of this fly, I think you're looking probably about, twice the length of the body. I'm not going to go crazy and have a really long marabou tail here, because I don't think it adds too much to the fly, and the chances of it getting fouling around the bend of the hook are much higher when you use a longer tail. So something like that, maybe 1.5 to 2 times the length of the body is going to be perfect. So just secure that down with a pinching loop. And then I'm going to try and keep this waist on top and just wrap forward with a couple of loose wraps. And the reason for doing this is that you want to create a fairly nice even base to wrap your chenille over, but also because marabou is one of those materials that if you don't secure it in properly, it can roll on you and can get all kinds of messy. So I like to take a few loose wraps up the hook shank, keeping all of the waist ends on top, and then come down and secure it in with a couple of tighter touch-in turns. Perfect, so you can already see how the fly is starting to come together there. Now I'm going to use a wee bit of flash. This is a silver mirror flash, which I've managed to drop. No, there it is. And I'm just going to secure this in first of all on your side, okay, with a nice wee pinching loop, and then I'm going to pull it over to my side and wrap down to where I started. Put my scissors down somewhere. Okay. Smashing. Now the body of this fly is it's a vineyard product. It's an ice straggle, extra fine in black, and it's just a really nice fine holographic chenille. Again, a really versatile product. I like it. I actually use it for tying emergers when I'm trying to imitate buzzers, because you get this really nice sort of impression of legs. So I'm a big fan of this product. I think it's really versatile, and it works great for lures and streamers obviously as well. Tying point there, and wind up towards the eye. And then you want to do this kind of touch and turns, but again you're sort of slightly overlapping the turns as well. You can, if you want, like stroke the fibres back every single time you make a wrap forward, but I think that's kind of overkill. You'll see as the body starts to come together that the fibres naturally kind of flare up and give you a really nice body that's got lots of movement. It's got lots of different dimensions, lots of colour. That holographic black is a really good reflector of the light. And that's it, that's the fly. You can almost tie it off there. There's a few different ways of finishing it though. I like to add in a black hen hackle as well, just to give I don't know, a little bit of extra movement at the front of the fly. You don't need much of this at all. I'm going to tie this in by the tip with a couple of tight wraps, and then fold it backwards as well, and then I can just find the tip here, snip it off. Then I've got my hackle pliers at the ready. And then you just want to slightly fold this back as you wrap forward. And that's plenty. Snip this off. Trying your best not to lose too many of those fibres that you've tied in. And then we've got just a little bit of space there between the hackle and the bead. So to continue the colour theme, I've got a little bit of ice dub, which is a UV hot orange. That's a Hailing product. And I'm not going to use much of this at all. I'm just going to, like I said, fill that wee gap between the hackle and the head. And then come in with a whip finish. 2-3 turns. Nice and tight. Snip it off. And then that's your fly. So a really simple fly, really easy to tie, and you can just see by looking at it how versatile that is. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that if you do tie up a few of these flies that they catch you loads of fish, and I look forward to seeing you in another tutorial and another video soon.